Cinema has always wrestled with technology, sound, color, CGI. Each time critics swore the art was over. But today's debate feels different. A film called The Sweet Idleness has been announced, written, directed, and even acted by artificial intelligence or AI. The so-called creator is Fellin AI. Yes, you heard it right. Spelled like Fellini, only with an extra A, which stands for artificial intelligence. Artificial Fellini may be its full name. For the first time, we aren't just asking what's on the screen. We are asking who made it, and does that who even exist? Welcome to our channel, Greatest of All Cinema. If you love cinema, then you are at the right place. So let's talk about a short history of authorship in cinema. The idea of a director as auteur came from 1950s French critics. They insisted that a film wasn't just an industrial product. It carried the personality of its maker. Alfred Hitchcock, Akira Kurosawa, or Satyajit Ray, or any other great author for that matter, their fingerprints are all over their work. But cinema was always collaborative. Studios, writers, editors, even accidents shaped films as much as directors did. The auteur theory was useful, but also a bit of a myth. Now, with AI, the myth is tested in the most radical way. What if the author isn't human? So what is the sweet idleness? From what we know, the sweet idleness is an AI-generated feature that uses large language model and vision models to create script, direction, editing, even performance. The marketing calls its creator Fellin AI, a nod to Federico Fellini, as you guessed, the Italian master of dreamlike cinema. It's almost a provocation. Can a machine channel an author? This isn't entirely new, though. In 2016, an AI wrote a short called Sunspring, starring Thomas Middleditch, which was mostly gibberish but fascinating. In 2023, ChatGPT was used to co-write indie shots. But the sweet idleness claims to go even further. A full narrative feature without a single human credited. Let's talk about the anxiety behind it. Why does this unsettle cinephiles? Partly because cinema has always been about human touch. When Ingmar Bergman frames a face, when Andrei Tarkovsky lingers on water, we feel a presence, a mind, a soul. Can an algorithm trained on data replicate that? And if it can, is it still cinema or just simulation? The anxiety isn't about the screen image, it's about the absence of intention. Without intention, can art exist? Susan Sontag once wrote that interpretation is a way of experiencing the mind of another. But in this case, there is no other, only a mirror of millions of past works. Martin Scorsese warned about the difference between cinema and content. Cinema, he argued, is personal, a risk. Content is safe, engineered. AI cinema threatens to collapse the two entirely. Because algorithms don't risk, they predict. They don't surprise, they optimize. If the sweet idleness works, it may be entertaining, even moving. But is it discovery? Or is it simple pastiche? And what happens when streaming giants realize they can produce endless new films without hiring artists at all? Let's talk about the historical parallels. This isn't the first time art faced mechanization. Photography once terrified painters. Talkies threatened silent stars. Synthesizers were accused of killing real music. Each time the art form didn't die, it adapted. Painters embraced abstraction. Silent stars transitioned or gave way to new actors. Musicians fused electronic sounds into pop and classical. So maybe AI is cinema's next revolution. But here's the difference. In all those earlier cases, humans were still steering. Technology was a tool. With AI, humans might step aside. That's the leap no other art has faced. So what are the possibilities? To be fair, AI could democratize filmmaking. Imagine a student in Dhaka or Lagos with no budget, no equipment, able to create walls with text prompts. That's not trivial. It could diversify cinema, make voices heard that money and geography once silenced. And maybe AI can even be a collaborator rather than a usurper. Just as editing software didn't replace editors, maybe AI won't replace authors, but become a new brush, a new camera. The danger is though when studios use it to erase risk, not when artists use it to take new ones. Naming the AI Fellini AI is clever, but also telling. Fellini's cinema was about dreams, chaos, improvisation. His sets were carnivals. By contrast, an algorithm is order, pattern, prediction. If Fellini were alive, would he laugh at this digital imposter? Or would he embrace it as just another mask in cinema's eternal masquerade? The question we can't answer yet. So is the sweet idleness cinema? Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe the better question is, what does it reveal about us, the viewers, when we are moved by something made without a human hand? In the end, cinema has always been about more than moving images. It's about presence, about one mind reaching another across time and space. If AI can do that, then perhaps the definition of cinema has changed forever. If it can't, then the sweet idleness will be remembered not as revolution, but as curiosity. Either way, the debate it stirs is proof of cinema's vitality. As long as we argue about what cinema is, cinema lives. So let me know in the comment box what you think about this new imposter in the world of cinema. Is it real cinema, or is it cinema with a capital A at the end? You know what I mean. So until next time, it's goodbye.